Bob, so start with Eric. He's been in a slump, and he admitted it as of late, but obviously got out of it in a big way today.
Well, as he gleefully announced in the locker room after the game, his recruitment came down to Auburn and us. So he made the right choice. Now, we're getting better and better. It's as I said on the radio just a little bit ago, we have guys in the portal, we have transfers, we have guys that have been here for a while. We just, and you're trying to put everybody together. James hasn't played very much, and in the last couple games, he's earning playing time, which is, they all at some point in time come in and say, what do I got to do to play more? Play better. And James has played better, and he's certainly a factor around the rim.
Jimmy today came up big in the scoring department, and you've talked about how he's exceeded expectations in some ways in that role for you guys. Where have you seen the development grow behind the scenes, and just how much does that open you up when he can score down low?
Well, see, I always thought Jimmy could score down low. It was other people who said, he's not going to be able to score for you. When you got a body like that and you got shoulders that wide, all you got to do is be able to look at the rim, and you're gonna score some points. I think that the biggest problem that the majority of bigs have is they never look where they're shooting. They're too busy looking at where the defender is or where they are on the floor or whatever, instead of putting their eyes on the rim. I mean, there's a big damn square up there, and if you put it in that square, it will go in. Except maybe for Emmett. He put it in the square and it rolled around and went out, but that doesn't happen very often.
With James, since the performance he had at Texas Tech, have you noticed another level of confidence or anything like that with him?
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing is his teammates are developing confidence in him more and more and more, and I think that really helps James. James is James came over here from England and didn't know anybody and talked funny and really didn't know anything about basketball. So as he matures as a player and he matures as a person, I think he's just going to continue to get obviously better and better.
Did you have a feeling Eric was going to break out?
It was a matter of time. It's a matter of time. He's put time in, and he's really worked at his mechanics. You get to playing and pickup ball in the off season, and you get to throwing your head back and throwing your leg out, and the ideal thing is to stay perpendicular, have your hand under the ball. I don't know what I was doing. It was late at night and I couldn't sleep like I normally can't, and I'm flipping through the channels, and this deal came up, and the first thing I saw was Jerry walking out of a cabin, and he was in the woods, and I forget who the former pro player was. He was going around talking to all these different guys about their experiences, and Jerry walks out and he's got a pot and he's stirring the pot, and he says, "Hey, you hungry?" And the guy goes, No, I don't think so. Jerry says, "Well, I got squirrel stew here. It's really good." And he's stirring it. The guy goes, No, I just stopped at a fast food place. I'm fine. And started talking about him being the logo and how Jerry accepted it and all that. But then they got into the shooting part of it, which he asked Jerry because Jerry was such a great shooter, a great free throw shooter. And so I played it for our guys. And anytime Jerry comes on, their attention span becomes a lot greater. So they sit and watch that, and I think it really helped them. I think it really helped Eric. He talked about your hand have to be under the ball, which a lot of guys don't do, and how he shot the ball, and he talked about I shot free throws blindfolded or with my eyes closed, because it was about the repetition that I did. Just I didn't need to. It developed a lot of confidence. So, and that was probably as attentive as I've ever seen all of them. So, even 3,000 miles away, Jerry can help.
Coach, you get one today in front of the home fans. You won 3 out of the last 4, 2 over ranked competition, and you're going to need a crazy coliseum down the stretch of this Big 12 gauntlet. Just how important is that to play well for the fans here in Morgantown?
Well, I think it means everything. I mean, it certainly means everything to me. I know how hard those tickets are to get. I know how far people have to come after they get the tickets. I know the drives that they make and over the terrain that they drive to get here. So, yeah, I mean, I love them being here. I love having a full house, and I tell our guys constantly, we can't let these people down. We've let them down enough. We can't continue to let them down.
Bob, how's Emmett doing, and is the ankle at all connected to how he played and not playing late today?
Who's that?
Emmett.
Yeah, Mike, it's basketball. You're going to sprain your ankles. You're going to stove your fingers. It's basketball. You have to play through it, and some days you can play through it better than other days. And I think today was one of those days where Emmett struggled to play through it. You say you have a sprained ankle, there's a lot of different ways that you can sprain your ankle. And it causes a lot of different places where you experience more pain than you would somewhere else. So I thought he fought through it really well the first half. But, the second half, really, we were so careless with the ball that I felt like we needed to have more ball handlers on the floor.
Part of that what led to playing Jimmy and James together, or was that a matchup thing? And how did you feel like that worked?
Well, that had a lot to do with their size and who they were playing.
A legend in the house today, of course, Sir Charles Barkley. Just what did you think about his graciousness yesterday at the Fish Fry? Just what did that give the Big 12 SEC Challenge, having him in the building?
Well, I asked Charles to come to the Fish Fry, and that was at the Hall of Fame induction in Springfield, and he was great. He said, "What do you need me to do?" And I've known Charles for a long time. We've played a lot of golf together. We've hung out. We've played cards together. Nike used to do it's like a vacation deal for the really good NBA players and the top level college coaches in their mind. And so we were all together. We played a lot of golf together, hung around a pool together, played cards together, and so you get to know people pretty well. And Charles people don't realize what a great person he is. I mean, he is just a fantastic person. And I asked him if he would do that for me, and he said, "Yeah, sure."
Beat him on the golf course.
That wasn't hard.
Coach, as Auburn cuts it down, they get it down to like 1 point, 2 points on a couple different possessions. Was the difference Stevenson, those threes that he hit in those moments, and then also your thoughts on the very last possession? Any thoughts on fouling up 3 at that point?
No. Never crossed my mind.
Okay.
Why would I foul? Why would I foul, particularly with their athleticism? And so they make the first one, they tip the second one back and make it, and we lose. Why would you do that? Why would you risk losing? I'd just as soon risk going to overtime more than I would want to risk losing.
Coach, did it feel like every time Eric went up to shoot that it was going in? He told me it did.
No, because I've seen Eric shoot too much. No, we've talked about it. I think everybody has a tendency, especially coming off of summer, to have your shoulders back. When your shoulders are back, you're generally shooting it on line more rather than getting it up. And he got it up great today. Got under it well.
What does it say of the progression of the team to win 2 straight when Trey hasn't been near his best in either game?
Trey's carried us at the beginning of the year. I mean, he's been terrific, and he wasn't as good today as what he normally is. But it happens, and fortunately, other people stepped up.
Bob, DeMar did the scouting report for him this one. Did you, I don't know, follow him along and see how he put it together? Did you talk to him at all? Just for this first one, you just kind of give him carte blanche and let him go?
No, he did the scouting report. I was there before the game to hear his scouting report. DJ's been around for a while. He's not a kid.
Anything to it that impressed him? I mean, the players seem to like it because they won, but I don't know if there's anything got across to them or if good intel. Just curious because it was a new thing for you guys.
Well, the players can read his biography, and the fact that he was a 6th pick in the draft after his freshman year of college. He played for a great many games before the accident, and to be able to come back from that severe an accident says a lot about his strength as a person, his willpower. He came back and played again in the NBA, which everybody and every doctor that I spoke to said, he's not going to be able to play again. But he did. So, I mean, I think our guys look up to him, which is a good thing.